guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I'm going to be getting into some new makeup that I've picked up at Dollar Tree, and I'm really excited to try these products out with you guys. So let's just get right into it. I'm going to start with this Brightening Concealer by Flower Beauty. This is in the shade BC1. This looks way too light for me, but I just really wanted to try it, to be honest with you, and I'm not really going anywhere today, so if it doesn't look right, it's not like the worst thing in the world. This is what it looks like. Really like the packaging. It just feels nice. And I'm not too crazy about products with like little brushes like this. I don't know why. I just don't really buy stuff like this. But I really have been loving all of the products I've tried from Flower Beauty, so I'm sure this is going to work really good. I'm just going to apply this right under my eye. So this definitely brightened up under my eyes. I just feel like it's a little too light for my skin tone, but this product works really well. I actually wish it came in my shade at Dollar Tree, but I think I'm gonna put some of my normal concealer on top just to kind of make it a little bit less like bright and white, and we'll try the next product. So the next product I'm going to use is this new eye primer by LA Colors. This is the matte finish. I've never used the eyeshadow primers from LA Colors. I didn't know that they made them. So I'm going to try this one out. I'm really excited because the one that I buy is from NYX, and it can be a little pricey. It's like $7. I'm just going to use this flat brush from Wet n Wild to apply this to my eyelid. But it gives me a nice flat base. It does come out matte, so I'm going to see how the eyeshadow layers on top of it. And in case you're curious, I'm going to be using my James Charles palette for my eyes today. I'm going to go in with this shade right here. This kind of The next color that I'm going to go in with is this one right here. It's like kind of like a darker, like pink, like pinkish brown color. I do feel like the primer helped with the pigment, so I'm really happy about that. I think I'm just going to use a little bit more to do like a half like cut crease, so I'm going to try that out. And then I'm going to go over top of where I laid down that primer with, I'll do this shade right here, like this highlight shade. Or you know what? No, I'm going to do this one right here, this light pink shade. I'm going to just put that all over my lid. So I really liked this eyeshadow primer. It did a really good job of, when I laid it down to cut my crease, and I like the way the shimmer like just stuck to it. So this I actually really like. The next thing I'm going to get into is this bronzing palette. This is by BYS, and this is the Powder Bronze Palette. I was really excited to find this at Dollar Tree. So this is what the shades look like. I think they're really, really pretty. I like that it comes with a combination of shimmery bronze shades as well as just some flat matte bronzing powders as well. So I'm going to go in with this kind of like small angled brush, and I think I'm going to do like a combination of these two right here. They're both matte. This one's a little bit darker, so I'm going to mix the two and see how it looks. So this is what the bronzer looks like. It's very pigmented. I'm not used to working with a bronzer with this much pigment because I'm a little intimidated by it, to be honest, but once you blend it out, it looks pretty good. But yeah, it's just a little bit more bold than I'm used to, but I'm liking it. I just have to kind of work with it a little bit more and blend it to the way I like it to look. But this is a good palette. I really like this. I recommend picking it up if you find it at Dollar Tree. The next product I'm going to be using is this Wet n Wild All Glown Up highlighter. I believe it's a highlighter, but this is what it looks like. It's kind of like a bronzy color. I'm not sure if you can really tell on camera, but I'm going to use it to kind of top my bronzer just to make it a little shimmery. This is what it looks like right here. So I'm just going to use a very little bit just to put on top of the bronzer I put down, just because I feel like this shade might be a little dark for me to use as a highlight. I don't know if you can really tell on camera, but it does give me like a highlight, and it does add a little bit of color to the bronzer as well. So I think that's really pretty. The next product is this Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush in Pearlescent Pink. I'll open it up so you can get a better look at what the color looks like. I don't know if it's picking it up very well on camera, but it is like a shimmery blush, and I really like this shade of pink. So I'm just going to apply that and see how it looks. So I think this came out really pretty. I love this shade of blush, and I think this is a really good deal because it's a really pretty color, and it honestly could double as a highlight and a blush. So the next product I'm going to use is a highlight, which I think I've got a lot going on my cheeks already. So I'm just going to use this on like my nose and up here, and maybe like right here by my lips. This is by Hard Candy, and this is a single pan. I don't know, let's see, this shade is Oink, and this is the single in Loving It eyeshadow. It's really cute. It's like pink and brown and white. It's a really pretty color. So I'm just going to take my highlighting brush and just swirl it around. I'm just going to apply it to my nose. It definitely does have like a pink like shine to it. I really, really like that. What the heck, I'm just going to put it up here as well. I know I have like a ton of highlight on right now, but I actually really, really like this color. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but it comes out like a really pretty, like light pink shade. And I think it just looks gorgeous and I love it. So I'm just gonna finish my eyeliner and my mascara, and then we'll finish everything off with my lipstick. I'm going to be using this Maybelline Color Sensational Precision Lip Liner in the shade Nude. I'm really excited to try this. I just love that Dollar Tree's been carrying the Maybelline makeup there. I love Maybelline products. Sorry if I sound stuffy, like my allergies are just terrible this time of year, and I'm taking my medicine, but it's taking a while to kick in. So this is what it looks like out of the packaging. I'll give you a little swatch here. Oh, that applies pretty smooth. That's the color. And I'm just going to apply that around my lips. So this applied pretty well. Definitely a lot better than some of the other lip liners I've tried, like from Shop Miss A. This one works really, really good, especially for $1. And then for the like my actual lip color, I'm going to be using this lip color palette from Maybelline. I am so excited to use this. I was really excited when I found it. Oh, shoot. So the little lip brush fell into a couple of the shades. So don't mind that. It is a little messed up. I didn't realize it came with a brush, which is really nice, just in case you don't have one. I think I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, that one right there, just because I want to keep it a little more natural today. I've never used a product like this before, so I'm curious to see how it's gonna work, what the finish will be on the lipstick. It's coming out like a little pink on camera, but it's in person it looks a lot more like brown and like warm toned, but it's really, really pretty. I love like the kind of shine it has to it. It's not like super glossy, but it's like a demi matte finish, which I'm really, really liking, and I really like the way it goes together with all of my makeup. So I'm just gonna recap everything that I tried, starting with just looking, oh, here it is. Starting with this concealer. This worked really good. It did like brighten up under my eyes, and it had some coverage to it. I just think that this was way too light for me. I don't know if I'm going to use it again, but it was definitely nice to try because the actual formula itself does work really well. I already know that I love Flower Beauty, so I figured this was going to work good. Just maybe if I ever find it in a darker shade, or if I see it at the store, I'll probably pick it up in a darker color. The next thing was this eye primer by LA Colors. This worked really good. I liked it a lot. I thought it did a really good job with the shimmer eyeshadow in particular. I felt like it just kind of stuck really nicely to this primer, and I'll definitely be reusing this again. This bronzing palette was really nice. The shades are super pigmented, but I was a little intimidated by these colors right here. They just came out like really dark, and I have trouble blending sometimes. So I like products that are a little bit more buildable. But once I did get it blended out to something that I'm used to, I thought it worked really good. I think these are really nice quality I guess shadows, would you call them? It's a really nice quality bronzer, and I really liked it. I don't feel like I got to try it out enough just because I was a little nervous to use like just straight shimmer for my bronzer, but it does have enough pigment to it that I think I could maybe like in the summertime. I like that kind of look. But even just like as a topper on top of my matte bronzer, I thought this looked really pretty. I might even try to use it on my eyes, but I just love these Wet n Wild all these little Wet n Wild highlighters that come in this type of packaging. I think they work really well. This blush I really liked. I really love the Color Icon blush from Wet n Wild, and this shade in particular, the pearlescent pink. I really, really like the way this color kind of goes with my makeup today. I don't really have a whole lot of colors, just like in that like pearlescent pink. Most of them are a little bit more like peach colored or like more skin tone, but this is like the first like really like bright pink blush that I've used. So I'm excited to add this to my collection. This highlight actually surprised me. I almost didn't buy this at Dollar Tree because I was like, $1 for that little highlighter. I didn't think it was a very good deal, but I'm so glad that I did pick it up because it works really well. I think it gives like a really nice, like pretty, like light pink shimmer, and I think it's just stunning, and I love the packaging. The lip liner worked really well. To me, it's not my favorite lip liner. The Wet n Wild lip liners are my favorite, but this is a close second. It works really good, and I loved the color. I think it'll go with a lot of different nude lipsticks that I already have. And then the last product, was this lip palette right here. This was really, really cool. I've never used something like this, but I like it. I like it a lot, especially because if you really wanted to, I didn't want to add too much to it, but you could like kind of go in and kind of do like an ombre effect with using like a lighter shade with this one. And it kind of gives you a little more, I guess, I don't know, room to be creative and use these colors maybe in ways that you wouldn't normally with like a stick, like a lipstick. So I really liked this lip color palette. It was really cool and fun to play with. But that was everything, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, especially if you made it all the way to the end. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.